Superheroes always have origin stories to explain where their powers come from, like how did they get their powers, and how did they become the hero we know today. And most of them are great, like Spider-Man's Spider-Bite. But some of them are not so great. And in this video, we're going to be looking at some of the worst origin stories in comic book history. Now, before we begin, we're not going to be looking at origins that have evolved. We're talking about origins when they first appeared. So some of these have changed over the years, but this is when they first appeared. The Golden Age Flash. Barry Allen is known as the Silver Age Flash, and he got his powers by being struck by lightning and doused in chemicals, and he got the abilities of super speed. That sounds better than what happened to his predecessor. The Golden Age Flash, who is the first Flash, is a scientist named Jay Garrick, and he took a small break in his laboratory while standing next to some hot water. The fumes from the water made him gain super speed and agility, and he became known as the first Flash. That's right, the first Flash got his abilities by exhaling the fumes of hot water. Bouncing Boy. Before we begin, no, this is not a joke, this is a real superhero. First appearing in Action Comics, this DC hero was known as Charles Tane, and he was a normal boy, a bit overweight, until he drank a scientist's super plastic formula because he thought it was a soda. His skin became rubbery and elastic, and he gained the powers to inflate into a giant ball, and he could bounce around. He wasn't vulnerable though, so it was kind of a plus side on it, but that was pretty much it, and that's how he became known as Bouncing Boy. Squirrel Girl. This Marvel hero you would think is a mutant. Dorian Gray discovers that she can talk to squirrels at the age of 10, and she then begins to mutate and gain squirrel-like abilities, before eventually growing a squirrel tail. Her parents took her to the doctor, which would be the first thing you would do, I would say, and the doctors tell them she is not a mutant, but her body is mutating into a squirrel. That's it, nothing else, just she's not a mutant, but she's having the mutations. Okay.
Of Squirrel Girl!
You gotta be kidding!
The Wizard. This Golden Age Marvel character was known as Robert L. Frank and had to flee America with his father and went to Cameroon. He got a fever and was on the verge of death when his father decided to save his life by giving him a blood transfusion. And what did he give for his blood transfusion? No, not his own blood. He gave him blood from a mongoose. And this blood somehow gave him the powers of super speed. The blood was not radioactive or anything, but they gave him super speed, so no idea how that happened, and he became known as the Wizard. Shazam! This origin story is weird. 10-year-old Billy Batson is an orphan who sells newspapers outside the local train station. One night, he is approached by a strange man who finds out that Billy is an orphan, and then guides him down the subway tunnels and down further dark tunnels. Luckily, he was taking him to meet the wizard Shazam, and he granted Billy the powers of Shazam, and all he had to do was say the magic word, and he would become known as the hero Shazam.
What happened to me? What did you do to me?
Well, that concludes the worst and dumbest origins you will see in comic books. Did I miss any that you know of? Let me know in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you already haven't. It's a small gesture, but it means a lot to me. Also, let me know what else you would like to see on the channel in the comment section below. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.